21-year-old Moses Itauma ended his fight with a massive fifth-round left uppercut, sending Jermaine Franklin flat on his back to the canvas. To understand the weight of that stoppage, look at Franklin's record. He is a durable 258-pound veteran who regularly goes the distance, surviving 12 rounds against former world champions like Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte without getting knocked out. The speed and power displayed in that fifth round immediately sent the boxing world and media pundits searching for a historical comparison to make sense of the prospect. The media quickly gravitated toward Mike Tyson. Both share a young age, a staggering early knockout ratio, and a reputation for fast, violent finishes. Observers noted Itauma's use of equilibrium disruption, a technique where a fighter targets the top of the opponent's head to scramble their inner balance system before landing the final blow. But leaning on the Tyson myth obscures the actual mechanics at play. Understanding Itauma's trajectory requires looking past the nostalgia and examining his specific in-ring intellect and the commercial strategy guiding his career. We start by analyzing the raw materials he brings into the ring. Where a young Mike Tyson succeeded by closing the gap and bullying opponents with relentless pressure, Itauma relies on a highly technically multi-dimensional system. This top-down diagram illustrates his southpaw advantage. Fighting with his right foot forward, he overlaps the orthodox stance, using feints to create spatial traps. Look at the Franklin knockout. After a shot to the head, Franklin stumbled forward to smother the attack. Instead of pushing forward to meet him, Itauma took a deliberate half-step backward. This micro-adjustment gave him the exact physical clearance required to whip a left uppercut up the middle. Executing that sequence requires veteran patience and precise spacing. It shows a fighter winning with mature ring intellect, rather than relying solely on the raw aggression of youth. This level of skill places him squarely in the danger gap, the phase where a prospect easily destroys early fighters, but remains unproven against elite competition. A direct leap to a title shot is strategically premature. Oleksandr Usyk is a 39-year-old unified champion who has spent decades neutralizing every style and trap in the sport. The immediate goal for Itauma's promoters is to be HCAV's fascicular engine. He needs to face gatekeepers who will drag him into the late rounds and force him to breathe heavy. Filip Hrgović presents a logical option. He is a highly ranked contender with a proven stamina engine and a highly durable chin. There are domestic routes available right now, like a bout with Fabio Wardley, but that match carries severe logistical complications, as both heavyweights train out of the exact same gym under Ben Davison. Frank Sanchez offers an international alternative. He provides a different puzzle, forcing Itauma to track down and cut off an opponent with elite defensive movement. The upcoming year relies on careful calibration. The matchmaking must find heavyweights brave enough to step in against his speed, while ensuring the resulting bouts actually test his durability. In boxing, true global stardom requires capturing the United States market. Promoters often execute this by using a narrative foil, matching a rising prospect against a recognizable name to clearly demonstrate their dominance to a new audience. Andy Ruiz Jr. fits this requirement perfectly. He is an American-based veteran with a proven history of upsetting the heavyweight status quo. Ruiz famously derailed Anthony Joshua's massive American debut at Madison Square Garden. An Itauma victory over Ruiz would signal a clean, direct message to the U.S. audience that the previous generation of British heavyweights failed to deliver. Beyond matchmaking, there is the corporate brand architecture. Itauma is already securing top-tier corporate endorsements, typically reserved for established champions. He enters the ring wearing the Nike swoosh and carrying multiple regional championship belts. This backing validates his commercial appeal early in his career. Modern sports marketing requires depth over breadth. Instead of placing his face on countless random products, the strategy relies on a few highly invested brand partnerships and cultivating an active, consistent digital presence. When you look at the technical maturity of his traps, the specific calibration of his opponents, and the corporate architecture surrounding him, the Tyson comparisons miss the mark entirely. Moses Itauma is operating on a different track, laying out the precise blueprint for the modern heavyweight.